we had a general discussion on the ethics paper as such, and following that we had a discussion on attitude, right? So can you tell me which part of the syllabus we've completed till now? Look, you have your syllabus in hand. Please take your syllabus. Please take your syllabus. The syllabus is very important, and the reason I'm saying it's again and again it's important is you should have an idea. എന്താ നമ്മൾ പഠിക്കണമെന്ന് നമുക്ക് ആദ്യം ഐഡിയ ഉണ്ടാവണമല്ലോ. So that's why I said take your syllabus, check your syllabus, see what we learned. So topic number 2, attitude. Attitude is third or second? Second, right? Second. What is there inside attitude? Content, structure, function. Okay. So since we are talking about attitude as such, tell me, did we cover all the topics? No, I don't think so. We missed out on one topic. Yeah, please. Moral and political attitudes. So we were talking about attitude, and as part of attitude we talked about the content, structure and function, the definition part. We had a discussion on that. Then we also had a discussion on the social influence, persuasion, components of attitude, how to bring about a change in attitude. So now you know what is attitude as such in general. Yes, now you know what is attitude as such in general. So tell me, just think practically, don't go too much. You know what is attitude, you know what influences attitude. So tell me, what do you, based upon your understanding, what do you think is moral attitude? You know what is attitude? Psychological tendency, I wrote the definition, everything. So you know what is attitude. Now tell me, based upon your understanding, what do you understand by moral attitude? Oh, that is in general attitude. What do I mean by moral attitude? What do I mean by political attitude? Yes, you are saying something. Morals, use the term morals itself. You also use beliefs. So your attitude based upon your morality, and your morals keep varying between people. The morals keep varying between people. The morals keep varying between time and space. We had a discussion on, did we discuss that? Okay, no problem. So your morals keep varying. I'll give you a simple example. 100 years ago, cutting down a tree and building a house was okay, right? Or cutting down a forest, building a house, it was okay. It was not something immoral. But can you imagine that today? Cutting down a forest and then building a house? No. Why? Now environmental conservation has come into play. Now you understand the role that environment plays. So now your attitudes have changed. Your attitudes towards the environmental conservation has changed. So there is a change in attitude. Many different reasons. Similarly, your morals also keep changing. 200 years, 300 years ago, sati was quite normal. But now, widows don't make good firewood. So we don't do that. Yes? So please. So morals have changed over centuries, over time. So similarly, your moral attitude is an attitude you possess which has been changed or which has been developed based on your morals. Clear? A moral of a person of extreme integrity would be completely different from a person who is, a thief. Yes? Who's a con man. You know what is a con man? You know what's a con man, right? So I think there was a recent movie in the Malayalam industry, Kurup Saduranga Vetai in Tamil. Malayalathilu Sukumara Kurupu, con man, and Charles Sobraj. All these are con mans. So the moral attitude of a con man is going to be completely different from the moral attitude that you all possess. Yes? So now you know what is a moral attitude. Tell me, what do you understand by the term political attitude? Exactly. Your attitude based upon your favor or disfavor towards a political system. You may have a leaning towards a specific party, specific ideology, specific set of ideals or morals belonging to a political belief. That's what we say as political attitude. Okay. So in your ethics paper, when you look at the material is being updated, it's being given. So I don't want you to by heart the material as such. Please don't do that. It is I wish to give you the perspective I had while writing mains. Okay. So the ethics paper is the 5th paper at a stretch. You finish off your essay paper, the next day morning you write GS1, immediately in the morning you write GS1, afternoon you write GS2, the next day you write GS3, and on that day afternoon you are writing GS4. Your hand is almost dead. Your brain is tired. You just want to keep that pen down and run away. And I'm not joking. Talk to any person who has written mains. Talk to any person. Ask them what is your mental state while writing GS4. Forget ethics. You can't even write your name properly because your hands are paining like that. If you're sincerely writing, that is, if you're really sincerely writing, your hands will be aching like anything. And in that situation, do you think you are in a mental capacity to think about all this stuff? Come on, we can't even write our own name. You think you are going to write about ethics and morals? It's not a very conducive atmosphere to write it. Okay. So all the material that we are providing to you, this is with regards to ethics. Okay. This is with regards to ethics. So all the material that you are providing to you, please make sure that you study it. അത് നിങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കണം. ഓർക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. ഓർക്കേണ്ട കാര്യങ്ങൾ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ എടുക്കുന്നതാണ്. Okay. I gave you a format, right? Definition, importance, how to develop, increase, decrease, application at various levels. ഏത് ടോപ്പിക്കിൻ്റെയും ഇത് നിങ്ങൾ ഓർത്ത് വെക്കണം. There is no compromise on what I teach here. The material is good. It's best for പഠിക്കാൻ നല്ലതാണ്, ലേൺ ചെയ്യുക. പക്ഷെ റിമെമ്പർ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ എടുക്കേണ്ടതാണ്.